Before Zeus ruled the heavens, before Olympus even existed, one Titan controlled the entire universe. His name was Cronus, the king who conquered his own father, only to be destroyed by the same fate he tried to escape. Long before the Olympian Gods, the universe was ruled by Uranus, the mighty god of the sky. His power stretched across the heavens, and no one dared challenge his authority. Beside him stood Gaia, the living earth itself. Together, they gave birth to the first generation of Titans, beings of unimaginable size and power. Among all the Titans, one stood above the rest. Young Cronus possessed unmatched strength, fierce determination, and a destiny that would change the universe forever. But behind Uranus's glorious rule lay a terrible secret. His fear of his own children would plant the first seed of betrayal and begin the fall of a king. Uranus saw incredible power in his children, but instead of pride, he felt fear. He believed that one day the Titans would rise against him and steal his throne. Consumed by paranoia, Uranus committed a terrible act. He imprisoned many of his own children deep within the earth, where no light could ever reach them. Gaia could no longer bear the suffering of her children. Every cry echoed through her heart, turning a mother's love into a burning desire for justice. She gathered the Titans and begged them to stand against their father. Yet one by one, they lowered their heads, too afraid to challenge the ruler of the heavens. Only one Titan stepped forward. Cronus raised his head, gripped the great scythe, and accepted the challenge that no one else dared to face. Gaia secretly forged an enormous adamantine scythe, a weapon strong enough to wound even the ruler of the heavens. She placed it in Cronus's hands, trusting him to change destiny. Hidden beneath the darkness, Cronus waited in complete silence. Every heartbeat brought him closer to the moment that would decide the fate of the universe. As Uranus descended from the heavens to meet Gaia, he had no idea that betrayal waited only a few steps away. In a single explosive moment, Cronus leaped from the shadows with a deafening roar, swinging the mighty scythe with every ounce of his strength. The strike changed everything. Uranus fell, his reign shattered forever, and the age of the Titans had begun. The heavens trembled as Uranus disappeared from power. For the first time, the Titans stood free beneath an open sky. The Titans cheered their new king. Cronus had done what no one else dared to attempt, and his name echoed across the world. Gaia watched proudly, believing peace had finally arrived. But deep inside Cronus's heart, another enemy was already growing. Fear. Cronus built a magnificent empire, and for a time, the world entered what legends would later call the Golden Age. But history has a cruel habit of repeating itself. The same fear that destroyed Uranus slowly began to consume Cronus as well. For years, Cronus ruled wisely, and the world prospered. But deep within his mind, an old fear quietly returned. The fear of losing everything. Then came a prophecy. Just as Cronus had overthrown his own father, one of his children would one day overthrow him. The words echoed endlessly inside his mind. Every smile became suspicious. Every future child became a possible enemy. Soon after, Rhea gave birth to their first child, Hestia. Instead of celebrating, Cronus made a horrifying decision. He swallowed his own daughter, believing he had defeated destiny. One by one, every child met the same terrible fate: Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon. With every child he swallowed, Cronus believed his throne was safer, but each choice only brought the prophecy closer. Rhea watched her children disappear, powerless to stop the king she once loved. Desperate and heartbroken, Rhea sought the wisdom of Gaia, hoping there was still a way to save her next child. Together, Gaia and Rhea created a daring plan, a plan that would change the fate of Olympus forever. When Rhea became pregnant once again, she refused to lose another child. This time, she would fight fate with courage instead of fear. Hidden inside a sacred cave on the island of Crete, Rhea gave birth to a baby who would one day change the world, Zeus. To protect the child, Gaia wrapped a large stone in soft cloth, making it look exactly like a newborn baby. Rhea returned to the palace and handed the wrapped stone to Cronus. Blinded by fear, he never questioned what he saw. Without hesitation, Cronus swallowed the stone, believing he had defeated the prophecy. Once and for all, far from the palace, Zeus grew stronger with every passing year, unaware of the destiny waiting for him. The hidden child became a fearless warrior, mastering his growing powers beneath the watchful eyes of Gaia. At last, Gaia revealed the truth. Cronus was not the hero Zeus believed. He was the tyrant who had imprisoned his own family. Zeus made a single promise. He would free his brothers and sisters, no matter the cost. The prophecy had survived, and for the second time in history, a son was coming for his father's throne. Zeus secretly returned to Cronus's palace. Disguised as an ordinary servant, he carried the only chance to save his family. With Gaia's guidance, Zeus poured the enchanted potion into Cronus's sacred drink, waiting for destiny to unfold. Moments later, the magic overwhelmed Cronus. One by one, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon were finally set free. The family was reunited at last, but Zeus knew freedom alone would never defeat the Titans. Together, they journeyed into the depths of Tartarus to free the mighty Cyclopes and the fearsome Hecatoncheires, ancient prisoners of the Titans. Grateful for their freedom, the Cyclopes forged legendary weapons worthy of the gods themselves. Armed with divine weapons, Zeus and his allies marched toward Mount Othrys, where Cronus awaited the final battle. The Titanomachy erupted. Lightning split the heavens as Titans and Olympians fought for the future of the universe. After 10 relentless years of war, Zeus finally defeated Cronus. The age of the Titans had come to an end. Cronus once freed the world from a tyrant, only to become one himself. His fall marked the beginning of a new age, where the Olympian gods would rule the heavens. Which legend should Mythos uncover next?